And we're back at Unite Live Austin. Thank you for joining us on Facebook and YouTube. I'm here with Lucas. I'm Will, and we're talking to Andrew Parsons. Andrew, thank you for coming on the show.
No problem.
Hey, good.
How you doing?
So, Xbox Live Creative Program. Tell us about it.
So, Xbox Live Creators Program is an open program that allows any developer to actually publish games on both Windows 10 and Xbox One with the Xbox Live services. So, let me just rephrase that a little because it's
there's a lot to unpack.
There's two really important points in that, right? One is it allows any developer, right? It's an open program, no certification required, no approvals process required other than the standard store process. It allows any developer to publish to the Xbox One, right? That's actually pretty cool, right? The second part of that is it allows any developer to incorporate Xbox Live services into their game on both Windows 10 and Xbox. That's something that's been really protected until now. And so Xbox Live services, you see it on all the big games, you see it in the ID at Xbox games, but not outside those two realms, right? But being able to have Xbox Live gamer tags and presents and
achievements and things.
Well, that was a good segue.
Okay.
There are a couple of things that you do not get in the open program, in the creators program. Achievements and gamer score, and the multiplayer on Xbox.
Okay.
They're both pretty valuable things that require a fair amount of investment, and so they're reserved exclusively for the managed programs. Okay. So you do need to sort of go to, say, the ID at Xbox program if you're an indie dev, or if you've got a third-party publisher, like EA or Activision, you'll obviously get those as well.
So in the kind of Microsoft vision of these kind of like tiers of game publishing or like game access for people, like how do they see that kind of onboarding ramp? So obviously Unity has a lot of independent developers. It has a lot of beginner users who are looking to just find an audience.
Yeah.
How do you see that kind of like levels of things going through for someone who's got what they feel is a really great idea and they want to get it out there on Xbox? They love Xbox as a gamer and they want to put their content there. Like, what's the first thing that they should do?
That's what this is for, right? It's the missing link. When you think about the spectrum of game development, you start at I'm building a Win32 desktop game in Unity, I export it, and I run it on the desktop, right? The next stage is, hey, I'm going to build a UWP game, put it in the Windows Store, get that 550 million Windows users access stuff. Then there's a missing link. And then there's the managed program ID at Xbox, where you sign up and you get NDAs and account managers and all that kind of stuff. And then there's the 3PP, third-party publishing, Activision and Ubisoft, et cetera. That missing link is letting those people who are exploring or hobbyists or those indie devs who aren't ready to actually sign into a formal program, but already have a game that they want to actually put on the console, whether it's just for them and their friends and family or it's something they want to start sharing out more broadly. And so Xbox Live Creators Program was created specifically for that particular audience.
And can you put it on the store and sell it?
Yes, you can.
Do I need a dev kit?
Aha. Dev kit is not required. So if you just have a retail Xbox One, you can actually just download the dev mode app onto the console, convert it into dev mode, and you're ready to actually deploy and test your game on the Xbox. There's no dev kit required.
Sit it next to your laptop, plug it in, deploy, play on the Xbox.
Yep. You can even do remote debugging from your PC as it runs on the console. Yeah.
Amazing.
So, and so in terms of the store, publishing on the store, it's just like any other app or any other game that goes into the Windows Store for both Xbox and Windows.
Yeah.
There's no additional certification. It just uses the standard Windows Store policies. So it'll go through the Windows Store process where it just checks to make sure there's nothing malicious and it passes all the standard tests, and that's it. You can then update it as often as you like. You can change the price as often as you like. You want to do a promotional pricing? No problem. Discounting? No problem. You want to do some rollouts where you say, hey, I want to bring it out to Australia and England first and then leave the rest of Europe behind? You can do that, right?
Hey.
We didn't mean it when we said Brexit. I'm sorry. So like, if someone is looking at the store and seeing like a whole bunch of different content, is there a way to kind of differentiate, like if people are actually looking to find these games that are on the creator program?
So there's two stories there. on the Windows Store, Creators Program games are actually just integrated with the rest of the game store. There's no differentiating features there, other than when you look at a particular game, you'll actually see what features it supports. You know, like does it have multiplayer or whatever? And so you'll see a fully featured Xbox Live game will say Xbox Live. A Creators Program will have a different badge there to indicate that it has some amount of Xbox Live, but not the full stack. Right?
But for the average gamer, they're looking at these as kind of like an equal platform for.
That's right. So that's on the Windows platform. On the Xbox, there actually is a special Creators Collection section of the store. If you go to the games page in the store, right up the top, there's obviously the first ad, and then there's 4 boxes. One of those boxes says Creators Collection. Click into that, and you can see all the games that have already been published.
Awesome.
We only went live, basically a month ago.
Oh wow!
We're already seeing dozens of games getting published in there from indie devs. So that's where you go. You can also search for them. So if you know a game that you're particularly looking for, you can actually search, and it'll actually come up through there as well. So we've had different approaches there on those 2 different platforms, but the games are all still really accessible to everyone.
So if someone wants to get started with this, they need an Xbox. Unity 2017.
Unity's great.
.1.
Love Unity.
No, well, which for 2017.1?
Yeah, Unity 2017.1 would be a great starting point with obviously a PC that can run that stuff, and then an Xbox console, and that sets them up to be able to create the games on both PC and Xbox.
And then I go to to a website, I sign up.
Yep.
Then
we don't have the website here. It's I'm going to say it wrong. aka.ms/xblcp should actually get them there. Xbox Live Creators Program. That's what. Yeah.
But it's available via Google, right?
Via Bing.
They can search via Bing. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
And other search engines.
Okay. And I noticed you're wearing a T-shirt there that says Dream.Build.Play.
Dream.Build.Play. So Dream.Build.Play is our games contest that we have been running.
Oh, nice.
And has 4 different categories of competition: PC, Xbox, games that use Azure, the cloud stuff in the back end, and then mixed reality.
Sweet.
All those games, particularly the PC and Xbox categories, we've teamed up with the Creators Program team to make sure that that's accessible. And in fact, if you want to be in the Xbox category of that competition, you must implement Creators Program.
Cool.
And so that's what's really cool there. There's over $200,000 cash prizes, as well as some other things going on. We have a developer diary contest to let indie devs actually talk about their journey, all that kind of stuff. Runs through to the end of the year. And it's a great way for someone who might want to use the Creators Program to actually then showcase their game out onto a world stage through that contest. So, yeah.
Amazing.
And that's Dream.Build.Play.com?
Dream.Build.Play.com.
Dream.Build.Play.com.
Dream something up, build it, and let people play it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think it's really cool that these days, you don't have to get a that you don't have to get a dev kit, know who to call at Microsoft to actually start pushing your games on it.
And play with the real hardware as well.
Yeah.
I think there's something special about playing on an actual console.
Exactly, exactly. And we have a pretty comprehensive game development guide. We have hard copies here at Unite.
Oh, nice.
But there's also available to download. It's about 45 pages of material, which includes how to actually incorporate Creators Program into your game.
Cool. So it sounds like you're doing everything you can to really foster that community.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Awesome. Andrew, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, guys.
And thanks for what you do.
Thanks, Andrew.